Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to look at some solos gameplay that I had. You're probably going to hate me because I was using the org, which at the time I made this video, it wasn't as hated as what it is now. Um, but went ahead, used the org. I just want to discuss something at the end. I'm kind of going to do a commentary video. I do die kind of about halfway through. Spoilers there, sorry. I just wanted to discuss a few things in relation to vehicles at the end, and how I think Raven needs to address that. Here we go. So I was going to go for a bit of a stadium drop. This can be a very good drop. If you can get down, get into one of those rooms, 3 orange boxes, good 8 out of 10 times you're going to come out with enough for a loadout. So if you can, give it a go. However, don't do that. Because as you can see, I balls that up royally. In my defense, it was one of the first few times I went for it. But, yeah, so I'm starting to panic. See this guy here. Took him out. I mean, he was waiting for me, so how he didn't kill me, I do not know. But, hey, I'm not amazing at the game, but I've got to be better than some people, surely. So at this point, I was aware of what was going on at Stadium, did a bit of looting, still didn't have a loadout, so I moved across into downtown. Not a lot happened. Picked up a bounty, as you can probably see from screen. I thought there's no point in showing you because there was literally nothing going on in between, but I'm kind of heading towards this roof to get enough money to ideally get a loadout, but I lie. I've got a loadout by this point. Must have not got enough money and bought a loadout at the store down. I can't remember, but I must have bought a loadout down at that store just down there, where the shooting's going on now. A couple of easy kills here. Sitting ducks, really sitting there like that, chasing after each other. Self-revive, that worked out quite handy. And went for the jump here. But I'll go and see what I can find. I thought to myself, I saw the munitions box, I thought I might as well put it down because I can't carry that in the armor box, so put it down, get a couple of Semtex, a couple of stuns just in case I need them. Not a massive fan of solos, I must admit. It's very sweaty, and especially now with the vehicle situation that you'll see at the end. It's not necessarily I don't find it the most fun. I enjoy playing with other people, even if it is randoms. I think solos is you can die so quick. You know, if you play a game with friends, then you go down. You know, you've got a chance of getting back up. I know you've got self-res and stuff, but you know, spend a lot of time either walking around not finding anyone, or when you do finally find someone, you can die quite quickly. Unless you're really good, which unfortunately I don't quite fall into that category. So now here I'm just hanging around seeing what I can see. Plucked the bounty. Knew he was around the stadium. Now I don't like this area particularly. I could have gone for it. I could have jumped, but it's just too open for me. Although what I shouldn't have done is stood there as static as I am, because I'm a sniper's dream at the minute. It's not until you look back at footage sometimes you think to yourself, why am I doing that?
UAV entering the AO.
Have to admit though, can't beat the new camo on the org. It is really nice. The reactive camos are half decent. See there, I was so static. Sniper sees me. I mean, I'm lucky he wasn't a better sniper, because he should have killed me really. I'm going to have the self-res, so I probably would have pulled it off, but it's not worth the risk.
RTB for resupply.
I'll do it again. I don't learn my lesson. And here I am standing there doing it again. There is admiring my org, I think. The reactive camo. See, look, there you go. I decided at this point I need to duck out of this. Probably try and go and get Ghost. So I think in a second I head over that way to get Ghost. Head to my loadout. I'll cut to that in a second because I don't think a lot happens here. Here we go. Go and get Ghost. So I tend to run my class that I'll have a second version of the weapon as ghosted, and I tend to do that. Then you've only got to change one weapon out, rather than trying to change. But sometimes I'll choose a perk where I have to swap out both my weapons, but it just delays you even longer at the store. Someone took out my bounty there, so I thought, well, I'll go for another one. It's always good to pop a bounty, because even if you find yourself not going after that person, it just works out really well. You have an idea where someone is. Again, back on the same building, because they all want to hang around by it by the looks of it. I think he was an easy kill with an AUG from that kind of distance. I didn't plan on staying in the same area, it's just kind of where the bounties went. I didn't have a good game of parachuting here, because as you can see, I balls that one up as well. And here, at the time of playing, I had no idea he was there and could not hear him, and it wasn't until I watched the kill cam I realised he popped a dead silence. And he had a FAR, so it's never necessarily going to end well.
You're done. Sort them out or capture the objective.
Wasn't not a great deal. I got quite lucky there. I'm not a fan of the new Gulag. I'm really not. I do prefer the old one. But at the same time, it's nice for there to be a change. So anyway, got back out of the Gulag. Went down and got my guns. I thought I'd cut straight to this because you don't need to see me parachuting. I didn't plummet to my death, which is something, so I'll check out in here, see if there's any more loot. Pick up some ammo that I probably didn't need. I'm walking around the stadium now. I'm gonna pause a second because at the point of playing this, someone put a strike on me a little bit earlier on. I was in the edge of the stadium and someone put a strike on me, and I think at the time perhaps they were below me. So I had an idea that there's someone around this part of the stadium, and worst case scenario, they're at the top. Best case scenario, I get the high ground on the edge of the zone, and it puts me in a really good position. Let's see which one it was, shall we? So let's just pause here. Not only is there someone at the top of the zip line, there are two proximity mines. Whoever it was felt the need to just be sure that no one is going to make it out of the top. So here we go. And I stood no chance. I tried to fight back, but that wasn't happening. And he was set up. You watch the kill cam, and he's killed me. I think we've got a munitions box. We're about to hop on board with him, and see out the rest of the game. But there we go. Pop in a munitions box. So he's well settled. He's got a cluster, or she. I shouldn't assume. There we go. A couple of proximities again. I mean, really. I mean, I like the loadout, FAR and car. I mean, it's a decent loadout. I use it myself. Gone away from the FAR a little bit now because it's all the meta, and I kind of wanted to move away from it, but it just means I die more. But I like what this guy's doing. He's moving around. He's keeping it. He's not standing still for too long. Doesn't want to be sniped off. He's in a bit of an awkward situation because he's got to jump, and he's got to jump quite away. Let's see what he does here. I don't really remember much of the original gameplay when I was playing it, so we'll see what he does. All I remember is the ending. You can already see, I don't know if you just saw it in the distance, but you can already see someone's in a vehicle. I don't think it's quite on the map yet. So he goes to edge of zone, which is not a bad shot, but again, he's already being shot from someone underneath him.
Airstrike target marked.
And he pretty much clustered himself, but I suppose it's a bit of a distraction technique. And you can already see, look at the map, you can already see vehicles. I was watching this at the time thinking, it's all solos consist of now is vehicles. And I know you can take vehicles out, but you don't really want to be. If you carry a C4, fine, but if you've got a trophy system, you're in trouble. I know a lot of people don't, but you kind of want Semtex or something to push a building, and unless you're going to carry an RPG, which, let's be honest, who wants to waste a slot, especially in solos? I mean, he's already got his Bertha here, coming straight towards him. I don't quite know how he gets away with this, between going in and around the bus. You've got that one. You've got this other vehicle here, who I don't know whether he's just sort of driving around or whether he's chasing after that Bertha. Kind of splits off. I'm surprised he hasn't been spotted because of the third person angle you get. I would have thought that they would have seen him already, but clearly he's done a good job at hiding himself, or they just didn't want to engage, one or the other. Again, stand with the edge of zone, which is often a good technique, especially if you've got a gas mask. You can kind of hold back if you need to. I mean, this guy's name kind of defined what he was doing on top of the stadium, but, you know. Now he's got that little hut as a bit of coverage, but he's also low down if he doesn't move, so that's quite an open fight. So you've got another Bertha over there, all the same, but they are two Berthas. That one there, one over further to the right. Now, I don't know whether this one spotted him or whether it's just driving around, but I don't think vehicles need removing. I just think perhaps the Berthas. I mean, they've removed helicopters from solos because of the impact they had on the game. So I just think they need to remove the Berthas, because a vehicle you can take out with 1 C4 or thermite or lots of shots. You know, the Berthas are, even a C4 won't, unless it's weak, won't destroy it in one go, which is, you're not even guaranteed, unless you've got a munitions box, you've got 2, you're not even guaranteed to take out a Bertha. So he's seen that guy ahead. Now he's taken a long time to line this up. I know he wants to get the shot, but he lined it up, then he kind of didn't, and then he does.
Only 4 enemies remain. You know what.
Good shot. I get he needed to get it perfect, but at the same time, you don't necessarily want to take that long. Go for the shot.
Marking rally point.
Again, he's got to get up somehow. You know, he doesn't have much choice here. He's low down. He needs to try and get up high, because if he doesn't, he's going to be in trouble. Now here at this point, he's done for me. He needed to either wait or shoot differently or something. He kind of can't really get out of that. He might have got away with it if he just sat there. Unlikely because of the third person view, but hop on board with this guy. And you still got one Bertha up there, so this guy's lost his Bertha now. So he's trying to do something, and the other guys probably saw him to start off with, but he's going to try and run him over. Yeah, that's clear to see. Now, if I was this guy, I'd possibly have been considering going to that other vehicle just to reset himself in zone. He could have kind of used that other vehicle, drove into zone, and got himself a better position. But keep shooting at it. He's got to destroy it. He's got nothing else to do it with. I mean, there's a lot of trees around there. He's kind of got lucky that there's so many trees, so the Bertha can't really get anywhere. No, that was the guy in the Bertha. Now you got this last guy. And he hasn't got many plates, so he's got to play this well. He's got his gas coming in as well. So he's going to struggle here. Yeah. Trouble with trees, you get shot through trees, and he had hardly any plates. Didn't really get enough initial shots off. And yeah, he dies to the gas. No gas mask. What way to go? What a way to go. But yeah, I guess the point of this video is I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinions, so feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bertha should be removed from solos? Because for me, I mean, this game was quite a tame one. You know, I've played a couple of other solos games where there's 3, 4, 5 like Berthas in the end zone, and what's the point? That's not how you want to play. You know, that seems to be the objective. Just get in a Bertha, drive around the whole map. You kind of, within reason, if you stay out of the way, you kind of guarantee yourself last circle. It's just what you do from there. So let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, not overly exciting gameplay footage, but let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by.